And then for the front, I'm using 27. Then I have a torque wrench and a rubber mallet. Okay, YouTube, so like I said, we removed the rear. Now I'm about to show you how to do the front. So let's get started. On the front, you have 2 bolts. You will have to remove the brakes. So try to make sure that this bar is already, your handle is pushed forward. You don't want it depressed because that will make it nearly impossible to remove it and to place it back on. You have to remove this bolt, so that's 2. The axle bolt, which would be 3. And I believe it's a spacer behind this, or a washer. So make sure you collect that as well. And this will just be on your left side. And I'm left meaning that you're behind, you're on the bike. If you're in front of it, it'll be your right. And also the difference from the front versus the rear, you can make a mistake and put this on the wrong direction. So to prevent that, you want to use some type of tape or a marker and put it around the correct side of the rotor. So I'm going to put some blue tape on the left rotor, so that way I know when I replace this tire, I need to put this side on this side. Do this by holding this how you want to remember which side to put your wheel on. This blue tape, like I said, is gonna let me know which side to put this wheel back on. Please make sure you mark it some sort of way, because I don't want you to look at my video, remove your tire, put it back on, and then it's on the wrong direction and you get injured. So please make sure you mark it. Like I said, if you're standing in front, this is your right side. If you are viewing this from the rear of the bike, if you're on the bike, this will be your left. Okay, so let's get into the removal. All right, YouTube, I'm gonna start by removing the brake caliper first. Now I'm gonna make sure I list all of these. So I'm gonna use, I think this is a 12 millimeter. Okay. I always keep a hand on this, like I did, because it would have definitely dropped off and injured or scratched up that rim. Okay. So at this point, like I said in the rear, I recently replaced all my brake pads, so these are brand new. And you can just let it rest just like that. Hopefully I am not in your way. I'm gonna try to stand off over here. Okay. It does not matter if you start with the top or the bottom. You just have to get them unloosened. I held onto the handlebar because it felt like the handlebars were moving on me. And I definitely didn't want them to drop off the stand. Okay. Now again, remember, when you do this one, you want to make sure you're holding onto the brake caliper because it will swing back and it could mess up your rim. Well, not mess it up, just scratch it up. And I don't want to be held responsible if you scratch up your rim. So I'm going to put it on there. And at the same time with this hand, it's coming underneath. Okay. I'm going to loosen it up a little bit. And then my hand is underneath. I'm right-handed, so I'm using my right hand to untorque it. My left hand is for the support. So it felt like it's fairly loose. So I'm going to loosen it up further with my hand. All right. Now this comes out like that. I pulled it backwards and then I'm swinging it out. Okay. Being real careful with that. All right. Now that is off. So up front, using a 10mm. And I'm gonna make sure I list everything that I use as well. I'm gonna start off over here because this side is a little bit tighter for me. And I do want to make sure that you can see what's going on. Let me loosen these up. Now on these, you don't have to take them all the way out. They just need to be loose. Get them to where you can loosen them up with your fingers. Like so. Not taking them all the way out. Using my torque wrench, 27-meter bolt, and I may have to use the mallet. Hopefully not, but I want you to see what I'm doing. And again, left to unloose, right to tighten. And the same thing with the front. Once I do this, it may bounce off. So it's good to take a knee, put your foot in front. I'm not sure if mine popping up on the camera. I got it pretty much bracing up against my leg, and then I'm gonna unloosen it. Okay. Still turning to the left. Now this first nut will go right here. The thread is over here. So now I have to push this through. And to do that, I have a rubber mallet. And I'm just gonna tap. It still didn't go all the way through. So, wouldn't suggest that, but we have to do something to tap that through. I may have the trick. I'm gonna pause it and then I'll be right back. So my socket set, doesn't matter which one you grab. I have something that you would use to remove a, I can't think of it, a spark plug. So I'm gonna use this device, put it up against the bolt, and then I'm gonna tap on it. And make sure I put my foot underneath here. Okay. All right, YouTube. So like I was saying, you're gonna need some type of special device for this. For some reason, mine wasn't lubed. So I had to use typically a ratchet set that you would use, a socket that you would use for a spark plug. I used the mallet and I knocked it through. I'm still kind of struggling with it, but I think I almost have it. As you can see, it's not all the way out because the wheel is still up. But just be careful when you're doing this because I feel like the bike is about to come off the stand. So just be real careful when you're doing this. Take your time. And you only have to do this if you plan on going to cycle gear. Okay. Now the tire is off. Okay. So there you have it. And this also, the front axle needs to be cleaned and re-lubed. And there's a socket that fell out on this side. Make sure you keep up with everything. It goes in like that. And I'm gonna leave it over here on the left. So we have it. The front and rear tire are removed. Appreciate everyone sticking with my channel. I know there hasn't been any bike content, but that's about to change. Had to replace the tires. I'm going to completely strip this bike apart. It needs an oil change, a tune-up. I'm not gonna film videos for all of that. And of course, I'm gonna paint the bike and add some more mods to it. But I'm taking these tires, that's my rear tire, and that's the front. I'm taking these to cycle gear and I'm gonna have them replaced and then I'll put them back on. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put a video for that. It's pretty much the same thing, same process as I removed them. That's how you put them back on. I mean, comment down below. If you wanna see a video of me putting tires back on, let me know. If not, I won't shoot that video. And next time you see me with this bike, I'll be taking it apart and painting it. So again, I appreciate everybody staying with me, supporting the channel, watching this channel grow, and I plan on coming back with more videos. All right, it's Junior. Peace.